Niners make you cover every blade of grass because they got that stretch play. So when you're running out there, that linebacker's moving sideways. I'd have loved to be able to get those guys on skates, and strong arm them, and just they're gonna go fine. So they can't cut back. So and Christian's that guy who presses the hole. He'd make you look good. McCaffrey runs a lot like LT in some sense, far as when the way they press the hole.
Now you used to do powers, bosses. Did you wham at all? You ever?
Oh yeah.
Well, can you explain the difference of each of the things that are each of the assignments you had?
Yeah, absolutely. Would say like we had for mentions.
So you had a wham. What is a wham?
A wham is usually when the three technique, the guy over whoever position,
the big motherfucker in the middle,
and the guard flashes him like I'm blocking, and he slips him and lets
goes to second level.
Goes to the second level up to the linebacker, and now the big guy in the middle comes through, and he thinks he's got it wide open, and I'm right there to ear hold him, pop, and get him.
So that wham is you against tackle.
Yes.
Bam.
Bam is either when I can line out like the X or the Z, and they can motion me in. And that's kind of when the crack. I did that to Dwight Feeney. That's kind of how we did the crack.
Yeah.
And
so that's when you're getting like an outside linebacker
or the DN, and that's
edge.
And we call usually like 90 or 70 crack or toss crack.
Toss crack. We used to call it Gator.
Okay, Gator.
TNG.
Yeah, okay, and we'd come down and hit that defensive end. Dwight Freeney, I got him, had him. The year they went 13 and we're the only team to beat them. I think 13.
Yeah.
13-3.
13-3. Yeah, you got to pull that one. I was getting Freeney.
So what's boss?
Boss means a boss is when when you pitch the ball
back on safety.
Back on strong safety. Yep. So boss, it usually you have the guard tackle pulling around. He's kind of guard and tackle. They're pulling around, cleaning up the linebackers, turning in, and it's usually boss back on safety. The Z or the X when you're going boss. He's coming down, blocking and cracking, and it usually opens up the safety and the fullback. So boss, I love boss.
Because they're a little smaller.
Yeah, boss, I knew they were going to try to cut me. And if they stayed up on their feet, they had no chance.
No shot.
No shot.
Power.
Power is, that's when the 30 and 60 power, 40, 60 power, whatever it is, 60 or 70 power. That's when you have a down block. The fullback is running the track. He's going where the tackle was. The tight end, he's blocking down. Usually the guard is pulling. So, and then power, I'm kicking out the end or whoever the end man is on the line of scrimmage.
Could be a linebacker, could be a
defensive
edge guy.
end. It could be an edge guy. That you're power and you're just going boom. That's where it's power because you got two guys at power. They're blocking down. It's a pull and fullback at the point of attack.
What's another one?
I love ISO.
ISO, and that's you in the middle backer.
Me in the middle linebacker. ISO was my bread and butter because the guards fans, like he's showing pass, and boom, the hole usually opens up. Linebacker takes a step back and he realizes it's lead, and he's got to come make a decision. Love lead, love power, lead, love ISO.
ISO,
yeah.
And so is that all of them?
Yeah, you know what? You had that, or you had
that, and that's what you got to. You young fullbacks.
Yeah.
There's 6.
Right.
6 plays that you have to just not give a fuck on about your body.
Yeah.
That's all. That's what fullback is. That's why you say it's about the quit.
Right.
Because the 6 plays.
Right. Right. And then we had
you ain't going out. You ain't gonna get a hitch.
Right.
You gotta earn the hitch.
Right, exactly. And you'll get rewarded every now and then. You do your job and then you have, like Bob. Bob is back on backer. So that's when the weak side play, where it's like me blocking the will backer, the guy in the bubble. So guards covered, you're inside. Guard uncovered, you're going outside, because the guard, if he's uncovered, guard can go up to the backers. That means you got to go out the outside backer.
So we got to when we're cutting all this up, we'll have an example of each of your explanation.
Okay.
With a film cut up of it. It'll be fun.
Okay. Yeah. I can't wait to see.
We'll cut all this shit, we'll cut it and stuff and splice it. But we'll see if we can get all the Bam, Boss, Bob.
Okay.
It'll be fun. That'll be that. Like,
you
remember you said
Roger
the Ty
to
Law?
see if we can license the footage.
Oh, I know. Can we not do that yet?
No, not yet.
Don't we still do it?
Not yet. I got a question for you. So we've talked about all the different running backs that you've blocked for. Now, do you have to change or adapt how you operate? Like, because Mike Allstott has a very different running style from LaDainian Tomlinson. Do they want different things out of you, or is your job pretty much the same and you just go for it?
No, I think sometimes like LT is like, all right, cool. He's patient. He's guy that boom. You want to make sure that you're going at a good speed, be square, and let him choose where he wants to go. Corey Dillon, he gonna run up your ass. You gotta be, if you don't, he gonna hit you in the back. So you better friggin' go and create a hole. You want to make sure you're doing him and Eddie. Eddie, he's a little longer, so it's hard when he gets going. He wants that forward lean, Eddie George. So you just gonna go. But yeah, there's different little tweaks that you want to do. A guy like Sprozy, he's back there moving, so you got to say, hey Sproles, let me step on his toes first, meaning that I want to get close enough to him before you do it. A running back's job
is to set the block
to set the block up. Exactly. If you're running an outside, if you're running lead or we're running like a bob downhill, he needs to hug that double team because the guard is they're acing or tray blocking up acing up.
Hip to hip. And they're going to go up to the next guy.
Yes.
But they can only do that if the running back sets it up. Because if the running back goes here, then he's going to come in.
He just
the backer's going to.
Yeah.
So he's got to be patient and run off the ass of that guy.
Press it.
And then it'll naturally happen. And then you read off of that. So you could go slip in there. Or if he hugs him and wraps him, then you just go.
Right. You can go back door. But if he comes off right away, the linebacker then said, man, that linebacker, he fired his gun. He made the tackle in the backfield. It's because the guard didn't hug it long enough and he just lets him shoot the gap, or he gambles. So as long as he does that, that linebacker has to stay home. So that's one of the things that you read just watching the game.
And that just develops over time. You
over
feel
time.
more
Too.
reps,
Feel
more
guys.
stuff.
Yeah.
You guys communicate on the sideline. You develop that.
And you watch other tape during the game.
And also situations.
Right.
Like what's the situation? Is this a third? Is this a third and inches, fourth and inches? There's like certain points where they know the vulnerable part of the defense where they have to win for the play to work.
Right.
They have to be a yard in the end zone for you to win, for this to win. And then it becomes inertia.
Yep.
Now, is there a running back from the history of the NFL that you wish you could have blocked for?
Oh yeah. I really, really, really wish it's, believe it or not, Barry Sanders, at times you just said, man, because he really didn't like a fullback at times.
Yeah.
So just to see to be
Change
with
him.
him. Yeah.
You wanted to change him.
If I could change Barry, baby. Let me change Barry. I said, Barry, you would have ran behind me. I said, you would have stayed in there. There's some backs, man, that you just looked at over the years that you say, now, today's game, I'd have loved Derrick Henry.
Gee.
Yeah, because he likes to be straight down.
How fun would that have been to see that?
Just get
you
behind
and him.
Oh, let's go.
It's like fucking.
The Niners with Christian, because they do those stretch. Niners make you cover every blade of grass because they got that stretch play. So when you're running out there, that linebacker's moving sideways. I'd have loved to be able to get those guys on skates, strong arm them, and just they're gonna go fine. So they can't cut back. So and Christian's that guy who presses the hole. He'd make you look good. McCaffrey runs a lot like LT in some sense, far as when the way they press the hole.
So that pressing is like that's like the main thing for a running back. That's what differentiates a college running back to a pro running back. In college, a running back can just hit the hole and break tackles. You can't do that in the league. You have to set up and be patient with your line. There's a line to every run, and there's a track they call it. You got to hit the fucking track, run the track,
and
the track. So a lot of these young running backs, they'll cut before the block is ignited. And then, so it's an early cut because it looks big and it looks like it's there, but it's just a mirage because this guy's going to float over the top.
Right.
So guys like Christian McCaffrey and LT, who's all-time
Press
great,
the hole. They press it.
They'll damn near come right off your heel and then full speed, put their foot in the ground and then go. And that's the hardest because once the linebacker's waiting, oh shit, he's gone.
He's gone.
And that's what the great running backs do. But it's like one of those things where, you have guys over here. You have another block over here with the receiver or whatever. There's another matchup, but he's got to feel that and like press that. And then, that's like the number one thing
It is
with the running backs.
It is no question.